3 minutes to the start of the race. Josh Hayden.
We need one more marshal out here in the middle, guys. We will need one more marshal out
Brad
here
West.
in the middle. We got 5 guys out there. We should have 7. Edward, are you out there? Okay. All right, and then Stuart will be in the middle. Okay, Stuart's on his way. A lot of guys are going to have to coordinate with the A-Main events and going through tech and coming out to Marshall. So we are ready to go, guys, though. Everybody is checked in except for Jose.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Jose's not here? Okay. So we'll go ahead and line them up with what we got, guys. It's going to be Brad West at the number 1, Devin Picton at the number 3, Anson at the number 4, and Hayden at the 5. All right. Race number 1, C1, corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. We're going racing at the sound of the start tone. Race number 1 off and going. See main event action right here. This was our biggest class, 21.5 TC. Brad West out in front. Devin Picton in second. Josh Hayden in third. Brad tagging the pipe. Here comes Devin. Looks like we got a new race leader here. So Devin in through the center of the course in the blue. And yellow across the start finish line, 14.4. Brad West in the second spot, trailing by 1.4. And then Josh Hayden in third, 2.3. Behind him, there's Josh off the end of the straightaway.
Transponder 2873563.
Guys, please do not put your cars down in the corner with them on for 4 minutes. You'll be hitting our loop, and it weakens the signal. So I think that's how we were missing some laps yesterday. So please do not set your cars down when they're on while we're racing. Wait until the race is over. Devin Picton out in front. Brad West in second. Josh Hayden in third, followed by Anson. Jose did not start. Dean did not start. Our race leader out in front by 4.8 seconds already. So Picton coming up on some traffic, getting around that white one. And back in through the middle, starting to look like a pretty big lead here for Devin over Brad. Even gaps in the top 3. We got 5 seconds between first and second. We got 5 seconds between second and third. And there's third across the start finish line, 15.6. Josh just hitting his odd lap and then hitting the pipe. All right, watch it in the middle here. And we're clear. So the hot lap backed up with the long lap there for Hayden. Looks like Anson coming to join the battle now for the third spot. And Anson up into third. So there's Anson down the backstretch. Got second place Brad coming up on Anson to put him a lap down. So third and second across the line. Oh, Anson tagging the pipe. And then little collision there between Brad and Anson. Brad finally gets around in that 2 spot. Back in through the center of the court. Brad just started racing last year. A couple of these guys just started racing last year. I know Josh Hayden, this is his first official second season. He started last year. And Brad also starting his first official second season. So the future stars of RC cars out there on the track right now. 3 down and 2 to go. Race number 2 should already be through tech, guys. Usgt A1. We're just like that. We're getting into the good stuff. A1 for Usgt coming up next. Guys, as you can see, we only have 4 drivers on the driver's stand. We're going to need a couple volunteers to get race 2 going. Picked in 15 flat the last time by, holding a 9.8 second lead now. It's 2/3 of a lap advantage over second place Brad West. West off the end of the straightaway holding 21 seconds over Anson. Well, this is a C main event. We don't have plaques for C main events, but we do have plaques for the B mains. So in the lower main events, if you're in a B main, you will be fighting for a first, second, or third plaque from SRG. 1 minute left to go, guys.
1 minute left.
Devin picked in 10.8 out in front of Brad West, 21 and a 5.06 out in front, 20 and a 5.05 in the 2 spot, and then Anson in third on an 18 and a 5.04. Young Anson down the backstretch out here with his dad Juan this weekend. Over on the right-hand side. Back in through the middle. All right, good control for the white car there. 15.8, that's just 0.2 off of his best lap. All right, Devin Picton out in front. 14.2 is his hot lap. Picton headed down the back straightaway. Dominating this group, Brad West in the second spot through the middle. We got 10 seconds left to go. Anson in third and Josh in fourth. Keep going, guys, keep going. And the white flag is out. When you cross the start-finish line, you will be done. Anson, you're done with third. Brad, you're done with second. Devin, you're done with the win. That's the race, guys. Bring them in and shut them down. We'll see you in C2 a little later on this morning. Devin Picton taking that win. Brad West second. Anson Daly on third.
John Hicks. Dominic Garza. Juan Avidia.
All right,
Nick
guys,
Pantana. Arthur Knight.
Back out there to corner marshal.
John Gonzalez.
One back out there to corner marshal. We only had 4 drivers in the last race, guys.
Nelson Cortez.
A lot of bit of help.
Narb Varashikian. Angel Fernan.
We need a couple volunteer marshals from the pit area. Guys, this is our first A main event of the day. Thanks. We need a couple more volunteer corner marshals. Anybody that can help us out, we'd appreciate it. Hop on out there, find a pink dot. And we'll get you out there to marshal. Looking for a couple volunteers, guys. Great way to warm up. Get out of that seat. Come on out trackside. Josh is out there. Thanks.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Drivers are out there. We need a couple volunteers.
Devin Picton.
Thank you, thank you. Any pink dot out there, guys? We still need to fill the spot by the Gens Ace banner, and we still need a marshal out there in the middle looking for a couple volunteers.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Straight away, guys, let's go ahead and start lining them up. Slow down the back straightaway. Arthur Knight at the number 1. John Hicks at the number 2. Dominic
30
Garza
seconds to
at
the start of the
3.
race.
Nelson Cortez at the 4. Angel Fernan at the 5. Nick Pantana at the 6. Devin Picton at the number 7. Juan Avatia at the number 8. Gonzo at the 9. Narb, you're at the 10.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
And Brett, you're going to use your imagination. We squeezed you in here at the 11.
Less than 5.
Yeah, so for the start, you can even be on the other side. Head on over to the other side. And then once they start, once this last car passes you, you advance over. Can you guys see your cars down at the front? Okay. Corner marshals are ready. Nope, we got to get one more over by the Gens Ace banner, guys. Can anybody help us out? We're still going to need one more in the corner. Got to have all spots covered. John Cadillo, you helping us out? Thank you, sir. All right. All right, corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. Usgt A1, we're going racing in less than 5. Got body tuck over there, Josh. Arthur out in front, followed by Dominic and Nelson. John Hicks and Devin to round out the top 5. Watch it over here at the start-finish line, and we're clear. Race leader across the start-finish line in the orange and white. Arthur lead the way already coming up on, looks like Brett. So race leaders coming up on traffic already. Be aware of your leaders when you're going a lap down. Thanks. All right, there's a big battle for the 2 spot. Garza, Hicks, and Vta down the back straightaway. It's actually a battle for 3rd, including Nelson Cortez in the back of that 5-car breakaway. Watch in the middle, and we're clear. Body tuck for the orange and white. Back left, you say. Still got body tuck for Narb. Race leader coming up on Nick. Down the back straightaway. Arthur Knight out in front. 3-way battle for 2nd. Down the backstretch. Dominic, John, and Nelson. Body. He's going for body help. Watching the start-finish line, guys. Caution to the start-finish line. Go tight, and we're clear. When you have body tuck, try to pull it into a corner position. Uh-oh, watch it over on the right-hand side. We got a big cluster. Help one stuck against the pipe in the pink and blue. Arthur Knight out in front. Dominic Garza in 2nd. John Hicks in 3rd. Juan Avatia in 4th. Nelson Cortez and Devin battle it out for the 5 spot. First across the line. Then we got 2nd across the line. 2nd down the back straightaway now. And then the battle for 3rd down the back stretch between John Hicks and Juan. So Hicks in 3rd across the start-finish line now in that minty blue. Meanwhile, our race leader already getting around the 11 car for the 2nd time. So looks like Arthur a little bit slower in that lap traffic, 15.1. Watch it. That one goes on the other side. And we're clear. So when you get re-marshaled and you're getting back in the lane, guys, make sure that you are giving way to the cars that did not have a bobble. Arthur Knight, Garza, and Hicks, our top 3 here. We're 2:30 in and 2:30 left to go. Got 2:30 in, 2:30 left. Our race leader in through the center of the course, coming up on the blue and orange. I think that's Nick, and we're clear. 2nd place driver, Dominic Garza. Garza coming in. Oh, it's going to be Hicks up into the 2 spot now in that minty blue down the back straight. And Garza down to 3rd down the back straightaway now. Juan and Nelson still battling it out for 4th. Followed by Angel Ferdinand, Devin Picton, Gonzo, Pantana, Narb, and Brett. Our race leader coming across the start-finish line now. He'll be coming up on Picton and Fernan next. Oh, trouble for John there. It's going to be Dominic up into the 2 spot. John back down. Oh, Juan up into 3rd. John down to 4th. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go, guys. 1:20 left on the timer. 2nd place down the back straightaway now. Juan down the back straightaway as well. We got a little battle here for the 2 spot between Dominic, Juan, and now John getting back in the mix there. So coming up on Nick Pantana is a 3-way battle for 2nd.
1 minute left.
Blue, thanks. Oh, guys. Watch out, that is a battle coming through, coming up on a little bit more lap traffic there. All right, Arthur, Garza, and John Hicks, followed by Avatia and Fernan to round out the top 5. 40 seconds left to go. Watch it in front of the driver's stand. Caution in front of the driver's stand. We're clear. Arthur, Dominic, and Juan. Oh, man, we got body tuck. Watch it on the straightaway. Caution on the straightaway. Clear. Well, unfortunate there for John getting on the wrong side of the pipe and pulling it off in the corner. 10 seconds left to go. Dominic Garza in second. Vta in third. Got body tuck over on the far side, guys. Don't forget, do not run on the track and do not stop abruptly. Thanks. We have a little bit of a loose carpet. If you start running too fast, white flag is out. Arthur Knight, you are done with the win. Dominic Garza, you're done with second. Juan Avatia, you're done with third. Nelson, you're done with fourth. Angel, you're done with fifth. Devin, you're done with sixth. Gonzo, Nick, John, Narb, and Brett. That's a race, guys. It's going to be Arthur Knight taking the win for a number 1, 22 and a 5:14. Garza second, 21 and a 5:09. Juan third, 21 and a 5:10.
Kevin Jones. Stuart Mason. Todd Mason. Jacob Cruz.
Right, let's go ahead and get you back out there.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Marshall. I'm going to excuse a couple guys. I'm going to excuse John Hicks. We're going to excuse Narb, and we're going to excuse Brett. If you guys could come out during the next race. If you
45 seconds to the start of the race.
John Hicks, Narb, and Brett, if you guys could come out during the next race instead. We have only 4 in this one. We had a huge turnout for the last race. So, Narb, help us in the next race instead. Thanks.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, Narb, don't marshal right now. Come back out in 5 minutes for the next one if you have time. Thank you, sir. All right, guys, this is race number 3. Let's go slow on the back straightaway. Line them up.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
1, Jacob Cruz at the 2, Todd Mason at the 3, Kevin Jones at the 4. Now,
less than 5.
Start, guys. These 2 marshals in the middle. I'm going to want both of you guys actually on the outside over here. Once, well, obviously for this race it won't matter because there's only 4. Once the cars start, then advance across. Once all cars are clear on the straightaway. So. We're good for right now. Corner marshals are ready. We're just about ready here.
Yeah, so you are in C1, so then you're also going to be in C2. You're in race 14.
All right, we ready? Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Scale mod, make sure to move out to your corner marshal spot now. Don't just relax on the wall back there. Hey, Nelson, wait until the cars pass now, and run, jump, go. All right. Todd Mason out in front. What is that? So, looks like we'll need an alternative min lap here for the first one. All right. Stuart Mason out in front. Jacob Cruz in second. Todd Mason third. Scoring is correct now. Todd liked the sound of that, though. Our race leader in that light blue, 10.7. The last time I down the backstretch, Stewart's ripping around the course. Ooh, and Todd didn't like that. Jacob in the second spot, Todd in third, followed by Kevin Jones in the fourth. position here. Modified 12 scale out on the course, 8-minute voyage. Race number 4, Vta A1. You guys should be heading to tech. 130 in and 630 left to go. Guys, 130 in, 630 left. Stewart across the start finish line, 11.2. Coming up on Kevin. Jacob Cruz in the second spot, trailing by 6.2. The orange car in through the center of the course. And Todd Mason in third in the pink and blue. Followed by Kevin Jones in fourth. A1 for Mod 12 skill out there on the course. As I mentioned, oh man, big tag there. As it looks like Cruz and Kevin got collected. Watch in the center, caution in the center, pick it up and put it back and set it down at your spot. It looks like Kevin's out. So don't try to fix it, just keep marshaling. 2 down and 6 to go, guys. 2 down and 6 to go. Stuart Mason out in front by 8.2 over Jacob Cruz. And then Todd still in that third spot, 15 flat for Todd the last time by in the pink and blue. So looks like there are only 3 out on the course now with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Stuart Mason, 10.9. Jacob Cruz, 10.9. Identical lap times for our top 2 the last time by. Hot lap of the race belongs to our race leader at that 10.7 on lap 3. Another 10.9 for Stewart and 11.1 for Jacob. And our second place driver coming up on third. 3 down and 5 to go, guys. 3 down, 5 to go. Race leader coming up on Dad. And clear. 3:15 in, 4:45 left to go, guys. 3:15 in, 4:45 left. Stuart Mason out in front by 10.8 now over Jacob Cruz. So almost a full lap lead. (10.7) to a 10.9. And that patented 44-lap run for our race leader in the blue across the start finish line. He TQ'd with a 44.804 on a 44.801 now. Get that little advantage for the first lap, just coming from the straightaway to the loop. All right, we're finally at the halfway mark here, guys. 4 down and 4 to go. 4 down, 4 to go. All 12 skill mains are 8 minutes long today. Mason and Cruz down the back stretch, not for a position. This will be a lap on the entire field. And finally, Stewart has somebody to play with here, not for a position, but he says, come on, man, stay out in front of me. That's my other car. He's getting a look at the rear axle of his world's car. So the Stewart ride, followed by the other Stewart ride. Back in through the center, these two guys showing off their skills. Some of the fastest guys, you also see them in mod touring. Gonna duke it out just a little later in the program for A1 in mod. Uh-oh, Stewart off of the dots there. Jacob's gonna make up a little ground on the race leader. So Jacob, the only car still on the lead lap. Oh man, that just happened. All right, three minutes left to go. Got 3 minutes left to go. 11.9. Cruz 12.7. Mason 12.1. Second and first across the start finish line. 11.4 to 11.3 with 11.2 gap between them out there on the course. They're separated by 0.3, maybe less than that. Mason 11.2. Cruz 11.1. Finally got a sparring partner. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Got 2:30 left to go. VTA is headed through tech. Race number 5. Start thinking about it. So coming up next, we got Nick Pantana, Jim Yam, Eric Falk, Jake Alton, Jason, John, Michael, and Tino. I know we got a lot of guys that are going to be back-to-back marshalling in their racing. So if you need an extra moment today, just let me know as we work our way through. 6 down and 2 to go, guys. 6 down, 2 to go. 11 flat for our race leader, 11 flat for Cruz. Second and first through the center of the course. And first finally get around Jacob there. Now that's a lap on the field. 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go. One minute and 25 seconds left to go here. Mason out in front on a 44-lap run still. Cruz in the second spot on a 42-lap run. And Todd Mason in third on a 40-lap run. Hot lap of the race, still that 10.7 from Stewart. Jacob's best lap is a 10.8. Todd Mason's best lap, 11.2. Kevin Jones' best lap,
1 minute left.
14.5. 1 minute left to go, guys. Stewart, Jacob, and Todd. 45 seconds left. 11.5 for our race leader. 11.1 for second. Back paired up on the course there. The light blue coming across the start-finish line. He has led the entire way. Dominated qualifying as well. Cruz in the orange, mainly racing the touring car, modified touring car class. He finished 10th in the World Championships last year, 2024 10th. He's IFMAR World Champion finalist. Todd Mason in the third spot, all the way from Seattle to join us through the middle in the pink and blue. The white flag is out. Todd, you're done with third. Jacob, you're done with second. And there's our winner, Stewart. You are done with the win. That's the race, guys. Bring them in, shut them down. Kevin Jones got fourth. Bring them in, shut them down. Come back out, and corner marshal. I'll also need the three guys that I excused. So let's get the three drivers that we excused from race number 2. Brett, Narb, and John Hicks, if you guys could help us out.
Nick Pantana.
Let's get a couple volunteer
Tino Valaki.
marshals out there as well. If anybody can help us out, a couple volunteer marshals
Jake Alton.
would be nice.
Eric Falk. Jim Yam. Jason Mavrakis. John Balatico. Michael Evert.
Okay, so let's get a couple volunteer marshals out there and the drivers from the last race.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Back straightaway is closed, guys. Let's get a couple more marshals out there. Make sure all spots are covered for these guys. It's going to be Nick Pantana at the number 1, Jim Yam at the number 2, Eric Falk at the 3.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
4, Jason Mavrakis at the number 5, John Balatico at the number 6, Michael Evert at the number 7, and Tino Valaki at the 8.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, for the start, our 2 marshals in the middle will have you on the other side of the straight over here.
Less than
Once
5.
they clear this straightaway. John, we could just use you by the tech corner there. Thanks. All right, once they clear the straightaway, then you cross over to your spot. All right, this is race number 4, A1 for VTA. Our corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running with the VTA A1. It's going to be Nick Pantana out in front. He was crushing qualify. Let's see what he does here in the main event. 3-way battle for the 2 spot. Helped out 47. And we're clear. Trouble over here. Thank you, Stuart. Clear. There's our race leader down the back straightaway. Three-way battle for the second spot. Jason, Eric, and John down off the end of the straight. Back in through the center of the course. Eric in third. John Vta in fourth. Coming across the start-finish line. Jason Mavrak is still in that 2 spot. So we got 2 fluorescent orange ones leading the way. As they come upon a little bit of lap traffic, Nick already got around Tino. Eric Falk in that 3rd spot in the black and green down the back stretch. He's got Valentico and Evert starting to close in on him. A little action for 3rd here. And they're starting to creep up on Jason in the 2 spot as well. Getting around Tino there. Thanks, Tino. 130 in and 330 left to go, guys. 130 in and 330 left. Nick Pantana out in front by 5 seconds already. Coming up on more traffic here. Our race leader coming up. Maybe that's Jake. Jake, thanks. Keep going, Jake. Nick Pantana, Jason Mavrakis, and Eric Falk the last time by. Here's the battle for 2nd across the start finish line. 2nd and 3rd right there. So the orange versus the black and green down the backstretch. Race number 5, 12 scale 13.5. You guys should be in tech. Said pull it off. We are 230 in and 230 left to go. Halfway there, guys. Looks like we got a new 2nd place driver here. Oh, and he traction rolls. So Jason going to get that 2 spot back. Eric had a taste of 2nd just for a moment, but he's back in 3rd down the backstretch. And Michael Evert's right there in the 4th spot trying to catch the green and black. 3rd across the line, and there's 4th across the line. There's our race leader across the start finish line. Now down the back straightaway, Nick Pantana. All right, cool. We got a battery weight that was turned in. It looks like 1-Up Racing battery weight. 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go here. Pantana, Mavrakis, and Eric Falk. The race leader down the back straightaway in that matte flow orange. Coming up on some more traffic. Thank you, Tino. And our race leader will be coming up on the battle for 3rd. Well, that is 3rd, 4th, and 1st. Over on the right-hand side, and now back in through the center of the course. So our race leader coming up on Michael. One minute left to go, guys.
One minute left.
Jake getting it wrong. Race leader down the back stretch coming up on 3rd place, Eric. Just when he gets there, guys, I call as much traffic as I can, and sometimes it's just to make you aware he may not get there for another lap or 2. Door to door at the end of the straightaway and flying back out in front of Jake there now. Our 2nd place drivers, 3rd place drivers coming through. Jason Mavrak is still holding on to that 2 spot in the other fluorescent orange. He's got clean air out in front of him now. 15 seconds left to go. Eric Falk still maintaining 3rd in that black and green. VTA coming to a close here. Keep going, keep going. And the white flag is out when he crosses the start-finish line. You will be done. Jason Mavrakis, you're done with 2nd. Nick Pantana, you're done with the win. Eric Falk, you're done with 3rd. Here comes Michael and waiting on Tino. And that's race. Everybody is done. It's going to be Nick Pantana taking the win. Jason Mavrakis second. And Eric Falk third. Mike Lever, you got fourth, and Jim Yam rounding out the top five, followed by Jake, Tino, and John. Bring them in, shut them down. Let's get you guys back out there to Corner Marshal. We got race number 5 coming up.
John, the guy's like, there's too much talking on the driver's stand for Usgt. I was like, I'm thinking to myself, well, at least they're calling their own damn drivers, you know? Well, there's one guy.
Rob Thulin, Alan Lunghai, Steve Tsuruda, Brian Bodine, Tim Kopp, Scott Barnes, Jared Thulin. 1 minute to the start of the race.
It is what it is.
45
All
seconds
right,
to
guys,
the
let's
start
get
of the
the rest
race.
of our Quarter Marshals out there and line them up on the back straightaway. Straightaway is closed,
Todd Mason.
guys. This is 12 scale, 13.5. Stuart Mason at the number 1. Brian Bodine at the number 2. Slow on the back straightaway, please. EJ
30 seconds
Evans,
to the
you're
start
gonna
of the
be
race.
Number 3. Got a couple guys that are back to back. We'll give them an extra moment here. I don't think Stuart or EJ have taken a lap yet, so EJ's out. Okay.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got all of our corner marshals out there, so just we'll give Stuart a chance to run.
Less
a
than
lap
5.
here, so leave the straightaway open for a moment here, guys. Really, getting more raffle tickets in the drum there, guys. We're going to have raffle tickets available until 12 o'clock, so you got 2 more hours to pick up raffle tickets. Raffle tickets are sold at that front counter over there at the snack bar. Disco. Already doing Victory Donuts. Oh. Don't you? All right, guys. We'll go ahead and start lining them up when Mason Stewart comes by one more time. So just in case Stewart wants to take 2 laps.
Stuart
here.
Mason,
And let's go ahead and start lining them up. Brian Bodine at the number 1. I'm sorry, at the number 2. EJ Evans at the number 3. Leave the 3 open. Tim Kopp, you're at the 4. Todd Mason at the number 5. Scott Barnes at the number 6. Alan Lungy at the number 7. Jared, you're at the number 8. Steve, you're at the number 9. And Rob at the number 10.
Brad, do you know where you put the lipo bag?
All right. 12 scale, 13.5. Oh, EJ's going to make it. Sweep the leg. LaRusso's going to fight? We'll be the judge of that. I mean, if you got an HV battery, maybe. Yeah. Okay. We'll save a spot for you. EJ says start without me. All right, we're going to get this one started, guys. It's race number 5, A1 for 13.5. Corner marshals are ready. Drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. And we're off and running. It's going to be Stuart Mason. 1 car breakaway. Stuart, Brian, and Tim, our top three. Oh, big hit there. Watching the start finish line. Caution the start finish line. Watching the start finish line. Caution the start finish line. Clear. Nothing to fix. Stuart Mason, Todd Mason, and it looks like Scott Barnes in third now. Alan and Steve to round out the top five. $11.9 for our race leader in that light blue. Already getting around some traffic across the start finish line. 12 flat. And our race leader will be coming up on Alan next. Already lapping all the way through fourth. So Stewart just on a mission here. Just a minute and 15 in. Pink one upside down. Thanks, we're clear. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Race number 6 is coming up next, guys. Race number 6 should be heading through Tech TC 25.5 A1. And our race leader, Stuart Mason, has got his dad, Todd Mason, in the 2 spot. Todd going to be coming up on Jared. So second place with you, Jared. Thanks. Scott Barnes in the 3rd spot. Alan Lungy in 4th. And Saruda to round out the top 5. Our race leader on a 42-lap run. Does 44 laps in mod, and it looks like now a 41-lap pace here in 13.5, the super stock. .230 in, 530 left, got 230 in, 530 left. Stewart back in through the middle, coming up on our 3rd place driver, Barnes. So just one car remains on the lead lap, which will be Todd Mason in the pink and white and blue. Sorry, pink and white and blue, thanks. Across the start finish line now, Todd in the 2 spot, 13 flat, currently trailing the race leader by 10.4. Which means Stewart is right behind Dad now, and this will be for a lap on the field. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in, 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Race number 6, get them ready. 25.5 A1, guys, race 6. Third place coming up on some traffic here at the start finish line. It looks like we're coming up on Lungy. Clear. EJ is back out there, but the car is limping it back into the corner. Said, forget about it. Oh, I'm gonna go. 4 minutes in and 4 minutes left to go, guys. 4 minutes in, 4 minutes left. We are halfway there. And EJ trying to limp that thing around. It looks like something is still wrong with Evan's rig.
Transponder 66314336. EJ Evans.
Stuart Mason, Todd Mason, and Scott Barnes. We got 4:30 in and 3:30 left. Got 4:30 in, 3:30 left. 41 lap pace out in front for Stewart still as he comes up on Barnes. Clear. Oh man, Barnes. The heavy hit through that chicane. Watch it entering the chicane, guys. Caution entering the chicane, and we're clear. .3 for the race leader, backed up with a 13.2. Todd Mason in the 2nd spot, 13 flat, and then Scott Barnes in 3rd, 14.7 the last time by 13.5. Pan 12 skill out there on the course. This is A1 race number 5, race number 6. The TC 25.5 A1 coming up next. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here for Stewart. One of our crew out here at the Limo Carpet Racing Facility. Stewart has put in a lot of work and effort and a lot of care and concern for the event. So thank you to Stewart for all that he does here for our race programs and track designs, all that sort of good stuff. He's a college student in the area, originally from Washington, and his dad is down here for the weekend as well. So that's Stewart and Todd, son and father, out in front, followed by Scott Barnes in the third spot, the orange and blue. There's Barnes across the start-finish line, 13.1. We got 6 down and 2 to go, guys. Mason, 12.3 the last time by, backed up with a 12.1. That's going to be Todd in the second spot with a 12.9, and Barnes in third with a 13 flat. Lungy in fourth with a 13.5, and Saruda rounding out the top 5 with a 14.1. Thulin in the sixth spot, 13.8. That's going to be Rob, and then Jared in the seventh spot, 14.6. So another father-son pairing out there. Rob Thulin, the dad, and Jared Thulin, the son, out there battling it out for the sixth spot. Then we got E.J. Evans in the 8th position out there. Back in through the center of the course and across the start-finish line. E.J. just
1 minute left.
12.5. Less than a minute left to go. All right, so 40 seconds left to go, guys. 40 seconds left to go. Remember, when we marshal, we do not run on the carpet, guys, and do not stop abruptly. Just like yesterday. All the things we went over yesterday at the drivers' meeting, you need to recall, and we need to keep in that same form here for the main event day. So please, no running while marshaling. I know that sounds like an odd request, and it's not what we're used to, but that is the directive. So no running and no abrupt stops on the carpet. You will wrinkle it. 10 seconds left to go. Stewart on a victory lap. White flag is out. When he crosses the start-finish line, you will be done. Scott Barnes, you're done with third. Here comes our second place driver. Todd, you're done with the second position. Stewart, you're done with the win. Oh, man, photo finish between Steve and Rob. That's a race. Bring him in and shut him down. So Saruda over Rob for the 5th spot in a photo finish. All right, guys, bring him in and shut him down. Stuart Mason taking the win, 40 in an 8:07. Todd Mason second, 38 in an 8:09. Scott Barnes third, 36 in an 8:03. Lungy fourth, and Saruda to round out the top 5. Bring him in, shut him down. We'll get you guys back out there to corner marshal. We got race number 6 coming up, 25 Vta A1.
Jason Mavrakis, Jamie Manzanilla, Larry Nazarino, John Balatico, Nelson Cortez, John Cottillo, Ronnie Rones, Mike Carino, Patrick Silvero.
And we got Rick over there on the ladder getting some additional footage. Thank you to Rick. He's been setting up our live stream, taking care of all of our IT stuff, all the way down to the old janky Bluetooth speaker, to all the finest equipment that we have out here this weekend. So thank you, Rick. We see you over there taking shots. Maybe going to edit in some good passes for our highlight reel. We got more and more subscribers on YouTube. They're watching online right now. Well, if you're in the Bay Area, come on down, guys. We're in Redwood City out here at the
1 minute to the start of the race.
And they club race here twice a month, guys. So come and get involved in the race program down here. You got a Mini Z. They also have Mini Z racing. All right, guys. Everybody except for Jose Ix is checked in. I think Ix isn't here.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's go ahead and start lining them up on the back straightaway, guys. It's going to be Jaime at the number 1, Nelson at the number 2, John Cadillo at the 3, Larry, you're going to line up at the number 4, Nazarino at the 4. John
30
Balatico
seconds to the
at
start of the
5.
race.
Leave the 6 open. Jason Mavrakis, you're going to line up at the number 7. Mike Carino will line up at the 8. Ronnie, you line up at the 9. And Patrick Silvero at the number 10.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Rob, for the start, if you could stand on the other side of the... Thanks. And
Less
then
than 5.
Once they clear the straightaway, go out to your spots. All right, just making sure that grid is proper. Thanks, Stuart. 6 open, yeah. All right, grid looks good. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. It's TC 25.5 A1. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Jamie Manzanilla, Nelson, and Larry. Looks like about a 3 or 4 car breakaway. It looks like Cadillo trying to stay with that front group. Let me check. The min lap is set for 10. Just making sure the first lap is correct. It's Jaime, Nelson, and Larry are top 3. Followed by John Cadillo and John Balatico to round out the top 5. Uh-oh, trouble for the green and yellow. It kind of looks like John's Porsche Cup there. Jaime, Nelson, and Larry. Watch you coming onto the straightaway. Left-hand side. Watch you coming onto the straightaway. Caution coming onto the straightaway. And we're clear. Nelson Cortez out in front, 15.2. Nazareno in the second spot, 15.2. Identical lap times for our top 2. The Mavrakis in third, 15.6. Race leaders down the back stretch, separated by about a quarter of a straightaway length. Nelson and Larry. Separated now by 3/10. All right, Nelson, look in the rearview mirror. Yeah, Larry's right there. It's the blue car nagging at the leader across the start-finish line. 15.3 to a 15.6. Going to be coming up on a little bit of traffic here. Jason Mavrakis still in that third spot. Our lead battle's coming up on John Balatico. When they get there. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Got 2:45 left. Nelson, Larry, Jason. So Mavrakis in third's got company. Here comes Carino and Cadillo. Uh-oh. Little hiccup there for Larry. Went hard into the chicane pipe. And then the battle for third coming across the start-finish line. It's going to be Mike Carino in third now. Mavrakis in fourth. And Cadillo to round out the top 5 off the end of the straightaway. Nelson, Larry, and Mike are top 3 here. Race number 6 on the track. Race number 7. Get them ready to go. Twelve scale 17.5. Processing through tech. Race number 8. Start thinking about it. Nelson Cortez out in front of Nazareno, separated by 6/10 the last time by. The lead battle continues as it come up on the course of gray of Patrick Silvero. And our race leaders in through the center of the course. Uh-oh. Larry bouncing off a couple pipes there. Nelson coming up on traffic. Oh, man, good awareness there for Nelson. He saw that lapper take a bobble. He checked up.
1 minute left.
Collected there. So here's our leaders. First across the line, second across the line. Separated by 6/10 again. Watch at the end of the straight. We're clear. 45 seconds left to go. He said, forget about it. Thanks. 30 seconds. Nelson and Larry are top two. Coming up on some heavy traffic. Fluorescent yellow, your leader. Light blue is second. We're coming up on Mavrakis. Jason, you got your leader with you. Thanks. And our race leader coming up on fourth right there. And John taking a bobble. John, you got the race leader with you as well. Now fluorescent yellow. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Light blue is second, guys. Light blue is second. He's with you now, John. White flag is out. When you cross the start finish line, you will be done. Jaime, you're done. John, you're done. Nelson, you're done with the win. Jason Mavrakis going to take third. John Cadillo fourth. There's Larry. And that's the race. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. Again, bring them in, shut them down. So Nelson Cortez taking the win. Larry Nazarino second. And it looks like Jason Mavrakis third. Sorry, guys. I might have thought one or two. You guys were lappers. You guys knew you were leaders. So my apologies there. Trying to call traffic for everybody. There's lots of cars that look similar. So.
James Nelson,
So Jaime had a couple
Brian Bodine,
missed laps here, guys. So
Rick Yoder,
we'll get it.
Ryan
fixed for
Vernalai.
Jaime, apparently, we just got to look it up, but apparently Jaime has a few missed laps.
Brandon Moody,
Feel
Jim
free
Yam,
to, change
Tim
your
Kopp.
transponder. I don't know what's going on, if it's the loop. Everybody else's was counting, but I think you've been having trouble with your transponder all weekend. And we're getting confirmation that Jaime has a couple missed laps
Scott
here.
Barnes. One minute to the start of the race. Todd Mason. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, so
30
Jaime
seconds
does
to the
have
start of the
two
race.
missed laps, so Jaime 20 and a 5:02. So Manzanilla 20 and a 5:02 for the win. Nelson Cortez second, 20 and a 5:08.8. And Larry third, 20 and a 5:12.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
So Manzanilla, you can switch your transponder or keep dealing with some missed laps there.
Less than 5.
We'll keep an eye on you in the next one. All right, guys, let's go ahead and line them up here, guys. We have made the correction to the previous race. Slow down the back straightaway here. Slow down the back straightaway. Let's get the rest of our quarter marshals out there. Going to be Brian Bodine at the number 1, Todd Mason at the 2, Scott Barnes at the 3, Tim Kopp at the 4, Brandon Moody at the number 5, James Nelson at the 6, Rick Yoder at the 7, Jim Yam at the number 8, and Ryan Vernalai at the number 9. Go, Vern. Know what I mean, Vern? Sure. Got a free body clip? Oh. All right, we need the rest of our corner marshals out there. We got to get another marshal out there in the middle, guys. We need another marshal out there in the middle. We should have no trouble filling these spots. We should have all race number 6 drivers out there. Ronnie, John, Mike, Patrick, John, Jason, Larry, Nelson, and Jaime. Step on out and marshal, guys. We need one more in the middle here. Please don't make us call roll call. You guys, you got to stand at a pink cone out there. If you're not at a pink cone, we need you out here in the middle at this pink cone. Yeah, right out there in the middle. And for the start, could you stand against the wall? This one right here with us. All right. Nelson, you good? After they go down the straight, then cross. You learned. All right. Quarter marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. It's 12 scale 17.5 A1. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Trouble for the pink car. He's got no gear mesh. Brian out in front. Pull it at the start-finish line. We are clear. Brian out in front. Todd in the second spot. 2-car breakaway down the backstretch. Guys, we're getting ready for F1. Race number 8. We're getting ready for F1 A1. Brian Bodine and Todd Mason are top 2, followed by Scott Barnes in 3rd, Jimmy Am in 4th, and Rick Yoder to round out the top 5. Bodine 13 flat, Mason 13-1. Lead battle off the end of the straightaway. Got a battle for 4th, Yoder, Yam, Vernali, and Nelson. Scott Barnes still maintaining that 3rd spot in the orange and blue down off the end of the straight. Brian Bodine and Scott Barnes separated by 3.1 now. The pink one's out. Yeah, pink car is out, guys. Things toasted. Bodine, Barnes, and Mason are top 3, followed by Yam and Vernali. Rounding out the top 5. James Nelson, Rick Yoder, Brandon Moody. James Nelson having an issue. And there he's back in action down the backstretch. James, you'll have 2nd place coming up on you next. Bodine still out in front in the orange and white over on the right-hand side. Now back in through the middle. Barnes up into the 2 spot in that orange and blue. And Todd Mason rounding out the top 3 in the blue and pink. Yam and Vernali rounding out the top 5. 2:45 in, 5:15 left to go. Three down and 5 to go, guys. 3 down, 5 to go. Please do not leave your turn marshal spot in the middle of the race, guys. That is unacceptable. We got to get a marshal out into the middle. Josh, could you cover the middle? Guy just totally abandoned his spot. Nelson, come and see me when you have a minute, please. 3:45 in, 4:15 left to go. 3:45 in, 4:15 left to go. Scott Barnes, Brian Bodine, and Mason are top 3. 4 down and 4 to go, guys. 4 down, 4 to go. Watch in the middle. And we're clear. Scott Barnes, 8/10 out in front of Brian Bodine. We got a little bit of a lead battle in the shuffle here as our top three down the backstretch. Barnes, Mason, and Bodine now all right there. So Brian, who's been dominating this class, not used to being in the third spot, scrambling right now, is our new race leader in the blue and orange down the backstretch. Barnes, Mason, Bodine. 1, 2, and 3 back in through the center of the course. Ooh, watching the start-finish line. Todd with a hard crash. 3:15 left to go. Got 3:15 left. Yam in fourth, and Vernali to round out the top five. Yoder, Nelson, and Moody. 5 down, 3 to go. Scott Barnes out in front by 1.1 over Todd Mason with Bodine in the third spot, just 6/10 behind him. Top three all through the middle again. Orange and blue versus the blue and pink. Here comes Todd. Oh man, Bodine having a mistake after the loop there. That's going to make it a 2-car battle. Coming up on a little bit of traffic. We're coming up on Yam and Vernali. Race lead battle coming through, guys. Thank you. Scott Barnes, Todd Mason, and Bodine. 2 minutes left. All right, Scott Barnes and Todd Mason separated by 2/10 the last time by as that lead battle continues through the center of the course. And across the start finish line, Barnes and Mason, 9/10. All right, good job, Rick. Thanks. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. Got 1:20 left on the timer here. Scott Barnes. Scott down the backstretch in that blue and orange. Our second place driver Todd Mason in the blue and pink right there with him. And Brian Bodine in the third spot. Our early race leader in this one in the orange and white.
1 minute left.
Watch it on the straightaway, go high. Caution on the straightaway, go high. And we're clear. 35 seconds left to go, guys. 35 left. It's Brian Bodine back out into the lead now. The orange and white. Todd Mason in second in the pink. And it looks like Scott Barnes down to third in the orange and blue. So Brian Bodine back into the lead position here with a 1.6 second advantage over Todd Mason. 10 seconds left to go. Battle for second here. Todd and Scott going to come down to the wire. Oh, man. Yep. And the pinning gear became a lathe. It's going to be a walk-off third for Todd, though. Wow. Yeah, white flag is out. Brian, you're done with the win. Scott, you're done with second. Everybody is done. Todd Mason, you're done with the walk-off third. Crazy, crazy. Brian Bodine taking the win in the white and orange. Scott Barnes second in the blue and orange. And then Todd Mason third. Jim and Vernali to round out the top five.
Dominic Garza, Dan Debbie, Rick Kemi.
That doesn't sound that great.
Ian Douglas, Nelson Cortez, Bruce Lewis.
Right over by the line. Just, yeah. Nailed him. Pulled my battery wire out. Battery? Yeah. I had nothing. And then Ryan apparently cut his sensor wire all off. Oh shit, yeah. And then that race, my bearings were
Watch it over on
Mike
the right-hand
Carino.
side, guys. Caution over on the right-hand side. Got one stuck in the coat hanger.
now I do like 2 warm-up laps around the corner and nobody touched me. I come around the corner and my bearings broke.
George Cowrie. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Watch it on the straightaway, go high. Caution on the straightaway, go high. Don't bark in the line, guys.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Outside of the line, maybe over by the stage, and it looks like we're ready to go. Slow on the back straightaway, please. We gotta wait for somebody.
One more from the center.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Ryan or Todd?
All right, guys, let's get the rest of our corner marshals back out there, guys. All the drivers from the last
15
race.
seconds to the
Brian,
start of the
Scott,
race.
Todd, Jim, Ryan, Rick, James, Brandon, and Tim. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the
Less than
lineup.
5.
Dan Debbie, the number 1. Garza, the 2. That's Dominic at the 2. Ian Douglas at the number 3. Nelson Cortez at the 4. Dean Combs at the number 5. Michael Everett at the number 6. Rick Cammy at the 7. Bruce Lewis at the number
Michael
8.
Everett.
Mike Carino at the 9. And George Corey at the 10. We'll give Michael a chance to leave 5 open. And it looks like Michael has just arrived. Michael, if you want to take a practice lap, just work your way around these cars and take a quick lap. All right, Michael, you'll be at the 6.
Dean Coombs.
Corner marshals, looks like we still need one more out there in the middle. Moody, could you advance out there into the middle? Is he there? Okay. Blended in with the pillar. All right, corner marshals are ready, and their drivers are ready. It's A1 for the F1s. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Dominic Garza out in front. Ian Douglas in the second spot. It's going to be Nelson Cortez in third. Race leader down the back straightaway, Dominic Garza, 15.5. Second place driver is going to be Nelson Cortez, 16.1. Ian Douglas in the third spot in that bright pink and yellow with a 17 flat. Race number 9, 21.5 stock A1. Once again, race number 9, 21.5 stock A1. You guys are coming up next. Dominic, Nelson, and Ian. Then we got a big battle for third here down the backstretch. Ian in third, Rick in fourth, Michael, Dan, and Bruce. Garza, our race leader, down the back straightaway. Nelson Cortez in the second spot. Got some gears slipping from the other blue one out there. Could be. And our race leader with the blue car with the white wing out in front. Nelson Cortez down the backstretch in the second position. Nelson over on the right-hand side getting around that other blue car. Back in through the middle. Cortez in the white car across the start-finish line. 15.5. Well, Nelson smooth out there in the 2 spot. Coming back in through the center of the course, and then a big battle still here for the third spot. Ian, Michael, and Bruce all right there for the third position, back in through the middle. Looks like Ian's still holding on to that 3 position across the start finish line of the pink and yellow. Watch it over here at the start finish line and clear. All right, 2:25 in and 5:35 left to go, guys. Garza, Cortez, and Douglas, followed by Everett and Cammy to round out the top 5. Getting ready for race number 9, our 21.5 stock A1, our biggest class this weekend. Coming up next. Then Porsche Cup, you guys should start thinking about it, guys. Porsche Cup, you guys could start thinking about tech and getting them ready to go. Garza, Cortez, and Douglas, followed by Everett and Cammy to round out the top 5 here. 3:15 down and 4:45 left to go. Got 3:15 down, 4:45 left. 3:30 down, 4:30 left. Got 3:30 down, 4:30 left. Dominic, 2.5 seconds out in front of Nelson. Nelson, 9 seconds out in front of Ian. And then Ian, 1.5 out in front of Michael. Michael, 1.1 out in front of Rick. So the battle for third continues. Third across the start finish line now in that yellow and pink. And 4th and 5th coming up on lap traffic. Thanks. All right, Rick Cammy looking good out there in that green and white. Let's see if, oh, man, shouldn't have said anything. Not no more. Talk about somebody else. Garza, Cortez, and Douglas, our top 3. 3:30 left to go, guys. 3:30 left. Big crash there for the blue and black. Battle is for the third spot. Now it's just a 2-man battle. Ian Douglas and Michael Everett separated by 1.9. And our race leader coming up on more lap traffic. Thank you. Good driving, George. Ian's still in that third spot. He's going to be 2.5 clear of Michael now. Michael just 1 second out in front of Rick. Rick out of bounds. Watch it on the straightaway go low. And we're clear. $5:30 down, 2:30 left, guys. 5:30 down, 2:30 left. Dominic Garza out in front by 8.9 seconds now. Big lead for the blue car. White wing coming across the start finish line now. On a 32 and an 8:13 run, these F1s enjoying an 8-minute main event. They get 3 8-minute mains. Nelson Cortez in the second spot on a 31 and an 8:10, and Ian Douglas in third on a 30 and an 8:07. Everett in fourth, and Lewis to round out the top 5. Followed by Cammy, Carino, Corey, and Debbie. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go, guys. 1:30 left on the timer here. Nelson Cortez, the white car, still in the second spot. There's Nelson coming up on some traffic. And our second place driver coming up on Michael. Down the back straightaway.
1 minute
Keep
left.
going, guys, keep going. No battles out there right now. It's Garza, Cortez, and Douglas, our top three. Followed by Michael in fourth and Rick Campy to round out the top five. 45 seconds left to go. $30 seconds. $20 seconds. Watch it over here on the left-hand side, guys. Watch it over here on the left-hand side. And we're clear. Race leader coming in hot. Blue car, white wing. White flag is out. When he crosses the start-finish line, you will be done. Dominic Garza, you're done with the win. Ian Douglas, you're done with third. Nelson Cortez, you're done with second. Waiting on Bruce. And that's a race. Everybody is done. It's going to be Dominic Garza dominating that one. 31 in an 8:03. Nelson Cortez, good run for second, Nelson. And Ian, you got third. Michael Everett fourth. Rick Cammey rounding out the top five, followed by Bruce Lewis, Mike, George, Dan, and Dean. All race results are posted on Live RC. Let's get you guys back out there to Corner Marshall. We got race number 9 coming up.
James Joyner. Ed White Cotton. DeJuan Moore. Lex Tyler. Arthur Knight. David Constant. Anthony Silva.
Straight away, go low. Caution,
Angel
straight away.
Fernan.
Clear.
Brian Bodine.
Guys, hop on out there and Corner Marshall.
Anthony Bruno. One minute to the start of the race.
Our marshals out into position, guys. Watch it on the left side, guys. Let's go ahead and start. Heading down
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's get the rest of our quarter marshals into position. Nelson, you gonna take the middle again? Or no, I already got a marshal in the middle. Nelson, take that back corner over there, Nelson. Thanks. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the
30
lineup
seconds
here.
to the start of the race.
Tyler at the number 1. James Joyner at the number 2. DeJuan Moore at the 3. Edward White Cotton at the number 4. Anthony Silva at the number 5. Anthony Bruno at the number 6. Arthur Knight
15
at the
seconds
7.
to the start of the
David
race.
Constant at the number 8. Angel Fernan at the number 9. And Brian Bodine at the number 10.
Less than 5.
All right, looks like our grid is just about set here. Looks like the orange car might be a little bit too far advanced. Can you fix the 6 on the grid? We need to fix a couple more of these on the grid. Are they lined up properly? Pull the 8 back. Yep, they're just a little bit too far advanced there. So it's TC 21.5 stock A1. Guys, this was our biggest class. These are our best 10 in the class right here. Let's have a good race right here. I need all corner marshals in position. I don't have a corner marshal in this corner by tech. Okay, stand in the corner, please. Thanks. Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck to these drivers. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. LT out in front. Lex out in front. James Joyner in second. DeJuan Moore in third. Now it looks like Dwan up into the 2 spot in that orange and yellow and purple. Big crash over here by Tech, and we're clear. Lex Tyler coming across the start finish line. He had the late TQ yesterday in Q3 from the C Resort Group. So Lex finally getting in the right form here in 21.5 TC over here on the left-hand side down the backstretch. The car broke in Q1 and he was absent during Q2, so laid it down in Q3, battling it out now and leading the way in the A main event with 1 straightaway length advantage over Dwan Moore. Moore in the yellow and purple off the boards right there just a little bit. James Joyner in the 3rd spot in the green and white across the start finish line, followed by Bruno and Knight to round out the top 5. We got race number 9 on the track, race number 10 going through Tech. Get ready for Porsche Cup. Race leader already working his way through some traffic as he got around Fernan. Dwan Moore in the 2nd spot, trailing by 2.2. Dwan going to be coming up on Fernan. Back straightaway, go low. Back straightaway, go low. Back straightaway, go low. And the marshal is calling it off. He says it's detached. All right, got 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Got 3:10 left to go here. Race leader across the start finish line. 13.4. Try to breathe. Go to the straightaway leg. Lead, watch in the middle. Caution in the middle. Go high. Caution in the middle. Go high. And we're clear. Battle for second, guys. Coming across the start finish line as James Joyner put the pressure on Dwan Moore. Down the back straightaway they go. Legs out in front, coming up on more traffic, and the action is for second in through the center of the course. Joyner trying to stay with Moore here. Moore across the line. Joyner across the line. 13.5 to 13.9. Race leader has cleared traffic and he's across the start finish line. 13.6. Joyner right on Moore now. Sounds like body tuck. Oh, it's, yep, body tuck there. Body tuck, driver's rear. Moore's got body tuck, the purple and yellow rear. And clear. All right, so the damage is done. Joyner's going to hop up into that 2nd spot. And it looks like Arthur Knight now in 3rd in that fluorescent orange. Moore down to 4th in the orange, yellow, and purple. So battle for 3rd now through the middle. TC 21.5 stock A1 on the track. This was our biggest class of the weekend here as Lex Tyler leading the way. LT down off the end of the straightaway. One of my locals from Score Raceway. His home track's only 6 hours away. Over on the left-hand side and down the backstretch. 13.8 the last time by 13.7 for Joyner in the 2nd spot. Arthur Knight in 3rd, 13.7. Dwan, 13.5. Constant, 14 flat. Lex coming up on the orange car. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go, guys. All right, let's take a look at Arthur Knight. Down the back straightaway in the fluorescent orange. He's got Dwan Moore and David Constant.
1 minute left.
Dwan closing in here now with a minute left to go. 3rd across the line, 4th across the line, and there's 5th of Constant. Watch it on coming on to the straightaway, Moore with a bobble. So a little bit of breathing room for Arthur Knight in the 3rd spot now. Joyner in the 2 spot, trailing Lex by 4.0. Knight trailing Joyner by 3.5. Pretty even gaps in the top 3. A race leader down the back straightaway. On a 23 and a 5.07, he was our TQ with a 23 lap run. Only saw a couple 23 lap runs. They all pretty much came right there at the last round of qualifying. Our top qualifier with just 15 seconds left to go. Lex Tyler back in through the middle. He's the top 2 are on 23 lap runs here. So Joyner is set to do a 23 lap run as well. Keep going, keep going. And the white flag is out when you cross the start-finish line. You will be done. Arthur, you're done with 3rd. Dwan, you're done. David, you're done. Lex, you're done with the win. Here comes 2nd. James Joyner, you're done with 2nd. That's the race, guys. Everybody is done. It's going to be Lex Tyler taking the win. James Joyner 2nd. And Arthur Knight 3rd. Dwan Moore fourth, and David Constant fifth, followed by Ed Whitecotton, Brian, Anthony, Angel, and Anthony Bruno. Bring them in, shut them down. Let's get you guys back out there to Corner Marshal. This is race number 10.
John Hicks, Narb Varshakin, Steve Tsuruda, Mike Carino, Winston Lee, Brett Ong.
All right, guys, let's get our corner marshals out into position.
Anson de Leon, Jurgen Cheese-Tanny. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Porsche Cup.
Tino Valaki, "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Porsche
Ian
Cup.
Douglas.
All right, let's go ahead and line them up, guys. Slow on the back straightaway. Let's line them up, line them up. John
Less
Hicks
than
at
5.
the number 1, Narb at the 2, Steve Tsuruda at the 3, Ian at the number 4, Douglas at the 4, Mike Carino at the number 5, Winston Lee at the number 6, Tino Valachi at the number 7, Jurgen Shastani at the number 8, Brett Ong at the number 9, Brett at the 9. Juan, you're at the 10, that's De Leon, and that'll be Anson at the 10. I said that's what we do at my home track. Oh, did you guys want that? You don't want that. Not at a trophy race. You don't want that. Go the other. Steve, you want to come and announce a few? Come on, man. Okay, come on up and call the next race for me. All right, guys, this is race number 10. We're going to leave the grid the way it is after 2 days of racing, practice, and qualifying. Yeah, we're not going to invert this grid. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. John dropping down to the 3rd spot. It's going to be Narb out in front. Narb, Ian, and John. Battle for 2nd. John put the pressure on that pink and purple. Ian Douglas and John Hicks battling out for the 2 spot here. Second across the line, 3rd across the line. That's our closest battle out there on the track. Tsuruda picking up the 4 spots. So Steve in that 4th position. Mike Carino to round out the top 5. All right. Steve's got the Carrera. Most of you guys got the 992. Steve's rocking the old school Carrera there off the end of the straight. Go Steve. Got the big old whale tail. It made it through tech. Keep going, keep going. A little bit of mischief there. Trouble for the former second place driver. It looks like Ian has dropped back there. Tsuruda up into 3rd. Narb out in front, John in second, Steve in third, followed by Ian and Mike to round out the top five. 145 in, 3:15 left to go. Big crash out of the park over here, and we're clear. Watch it over by the start-finish line, clear. Over on the left-hand side, guys, watch on the left-hand side, and we're clear. Narb coming up through some traffic, gets around two of them already. Orange and white, your race leader. Second place is the fluorescent yellow and green, guys. We're coming up on that metallic blue, second place coming through. So second coming up on Winston, we're clear. All right, John started reeling the leader. We're going to have a lead battle here between Narb and John. Back into the center of the course. Narb across the start finish line, still our race leader. John trying to sniff out a move here down the back stretch. We're halfway there, coming up on a blue car. Ooh, nice move there, John Hicks. Picking up the top spot, coming across the start finish line. Narb in the second spot. Steve Cerruta still maintaining third. Followed by Ian Douglas and Carino to round out the top five. Douglas in that pink and purple trying to catch that box art Carrera of Steve. Thank you, Winston. All right, battle, battle, battle. In through the middle, Narb and John. Coming up on the yellow and red of Brett. All right, so these guys are duking it out here in Porsche Cup. This is a fun and exciting class, a great way to get into on-road racing. The box stock line. Oh, man. Roadblock, watching the chicane. And our race leader is by a long shot now, the orange and white of Narb. Cerruta up into the second spot, Ian up into third, John down to fourth. Oh, and John may have just picked up the third
1
spot
minute
right
left.
there. Cerruta also back there, so John may have picked up 2 spots. Yep, Hicks back into second. Oh no, Hicks on the wrong side. Pointed in the wrong direction. 40 seconds left to go, guys. Narb out in front by a 5.1 the last time by. Second place, Ian Douglas in the pink and purple. Who's going to pick up third here? It's Steve Cerruta. Followed by John Hicks in fourth and Carino to round out the top 5. Battle for second with 20 seconds left to go. Cerruta, can he reel in Ian here? Second down the back straightaway, third down the back straightaway. Oh man, Steve put it up on 2 wheels. Got to keep it shiny side up if you're going to catch Ian out there. Oh man. Saved by the bell. Keep going. Ian Douglas, you're done with second. Steve Cerruta, you're done with third. Keep driving to the line. John, you're done with fourth. Winston, you're done with fifth. Got a couple more to finish up. Narb, you're done. Brett, you're done. Waiting for Jurgen. And that's a race. Narb taking the win. Ian Douglas second. Steve Cerruta third. John Hicks fourth. And Winston Lee fifth. Mike, Jurgen, Brett, and Anson. Bring them in, shut them down, come back out, and quarter marshal. Guys, we got race number 11 coming up.
Thao Tran. Brian Bodine. David Constant. Still in last. James Nelson. Leo Zhao. Rick Yoder. Scott Barnes.
T12R.
1 minute to the start of the race. John Hicks.
Everybody checked in except for Nelson.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and line them up on the back stretch here. It looks like we are ready to go. Got to get the rest of our Porsche Cup guys out there to corner
30
marshal.
seconds to the start of the race.
Ryan at the number 1, Scott Barnes at the number 2, James Nelson at the 3, David Constant at the 4, still in last at the number 5, John Hicks at the number 6, Leo at the number 7, Nelson
15
at
seconds
8,
to the start of the
Yoder at
race.
9, and Thou at the 10.
Less than 5. Nelson Cortez.
All right, guys, we got race number 11 right here. It is our GT12R Class A1. All of our corner marshals got the track covered. We are ready to go racing. Corner marshals are ready. Drivers, good luck. We're going racing in less than 5. Offhand running. Bodine, Barnes, Nelson, Constant still in last. Good form out there. Bodine, our race leader, followed by Scott Barnes. David Constant still in last. John Hicks. Nice and smooth. Good battle for 4th between still and last and John Hicks. Off the end of the straightaway. Race leader is going to be that fluorescent orange down the backstretch. Scott Barnes in second, 14.7. Constant in third, 14.7.
Either which way it goes, you won.
Bodine, Barnes, and Constant are top 3, followed by Hicks and still in last to round out the top 5, followed by Yoder, Zhao, Nelson, Cortez, and Tramp. Big battle for 5th here. Still in last, Yoder, Zhao, Nelson, all right there. Over on the right-hand side now. That's the action for 5th. Meanwhile, up front, Bodine leading the way in the fluorescent orange. Barnes in the second spot in the blue and orange. Third place driver is going to be David Constant. Up out. And clear. All right, so it looks like Yoder going to pick up the 5th spot. Leo in 6th now. James in 7th. Nelson in 8th. Still in last in 9th. Two minutes and 30 seconds in, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 2:30 and 5:30 left. Bodine, Barnes, and Constant are top 3. Followed by Hicks and Yoder to round out the top 5. Zhao, Cortez still in last. Nelson and Tran to complete the running order here. 2:45 in and 5:15 left to go. Bodine 3 seconds out in front of Barnes. Barnes 2.8 out in front of Constant. Constant 3.1 out in front of Hicks. Hicks 2 seconds out in front of Yoder. 3 minutes down and 4:50 left to go. 4:50. Scott Barnes in the 2 spot, currently trailing the race leader by 3.0. Barnes holding 4.3 over Constant in 3rd. John Hicks in 4th. Rick Yoder to round out the top 5, followed by Leo Nelson. Still in last, James Nelson. And down. So Bodine snapping off of 14.8. His hot lap is a 14.2. Barnes, 14.9 the last time by the stripe. His hot lap of 14.3. Constant, 14.9 the last time by his best lap of 14.7. Hicks, 15.4 the last time by in 4th. His best lap is a 14.9. And Rick Yoder to round out the top 5, 15.3 the last time by. Yoder's hot lap is a 14.8. Race leader coming up on Nelson. Sorry, second place driver coming up on Nelson. We're clear. David Constant still in 3rd. John Hicks and Yoder, our only battle out there on the course. Hicks and Yoder down the backstretch. And they got the race leader coming up on that battle. .430 in and 3:30 left to go, guys. We're clear. Battle for 4th continues between John Hicks and Rick Yoder. John in the white, Rick in the blue through the center of the course. Rick off the boards there just for a moment, so John Hicks going to continue to hold on to that 4 spot. Here comes Leo to join the party. Meanwhile, Brian Bodine way out in front here.
Transponder 4818403.
Barnes 5.4 over David Constant. Constant 7.7 out in front of John Hicks, and Hicks 0.3 out in front of Rick Yoder to round out the top 5. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Got 2:35 left. Leo in 6th, Nelson in 7th, still in last in 8th. James Nelson in 9th, and Thao in the 10th position. Move your car for the sedan for the next race. They're having visual problems over here, guys. Make sure you stay out of the visuals of the lanes. Thank you. All right, 6 down and 2 to go, guys. 6 down, 2 to go. Bodine, Barnes, and Constant, our top 3. Fluorescent orange still leading the way in front of the driver's stand. Scott Barnes in the 2nd spot in the blue and orange. All right, yeah, all 12 scale races will be 8, it looks like, guys. It looks like all 12 scale, we'll check with the guys if that's correct for B mains, but I'm pretty sure all 12 scale mains are 8. All right, 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go, guys. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Bodine, Barnes, and Constant are top 3, followed by Hicks and Yoder to round out the top 5. Just always been 8-minute races here for 12 scale. Hicks and Yoder battling it out for the 4th position. John still holding on to it, that blue car right behind him. That's our action out there on the track. We also got a battle between Clint and Nelson.
1 minute left.
Clint over here on the left-hand side down the backstretch in the 7th position. Nelson in 8th, trailing by 1.6. We're 7 minutes and 15 seconds into the race. 45 seconds left to go. $30 seconds. All right, Hicks and Yoder still duking it out through the middle for the 4th spot there in the white car in front of the driver's stand. Trying to fend off that blue car. Rick's looking for a last couple laps moves right here with only 10 seconds left on the clock. So almost side-by-side drag race there for 4th. Can John hold on to it, or will Rick find a way around? 3, 2, 1. White flag. Keep going. Keep going. White flag is out. It's going to be John Hicks 4th. Rick a close 5th. Scott, you're done with 2nd. Racing to the line. David, you're done with 3rd. Brian Bodine's done with the win. We're waiting on Nelson, and that's a race. Oh, actually, Thao still to finish. Guys, one more. Here's Thao. And that is officially a race, guys. Bring him in and shut him down. Brian Bowe died, taking the win, 33 in an 8:06. Scott Bard second, 32 in an 8 flat. David Constant third, 32 in an 8:05. John, you held on to fourth, and Rick rounding out the top five. The rest of you guys, check your results online, liverc.com. All right, guys, let's get you back out there to corner marshal. This is race number 12.
James Joyner, Arthur Knight, Jamie Manzanilla, Dominic Garza, John Balatico, Nick Pantana. Alan Lunghai, Rick Kemi,
Race number
Rob
13,
Thulin.
head to tech. Race 13, head to tech.
Mike Carino. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Front wheel drive, guys. Let's go ahead and line them up down the back stretch. Slow on the back stretch.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Arthur Knight at the number 1, James Joyner at the 2, Nick Pantana at the 3, Dominic Garza at the number 4, John Balatico at the number 5.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Number 6, Rick Kemi at the 7, Alan Lunghai at the 8, Rob Thulin at the 9, and Mike Carino at the number 10.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
Balatico 5th, Manzanilla 6th, Kemi 7th, Lunghai 8th, Thulin 9th, Carino 10th. Nick
Less than
lines up
5.
third. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. Front wheel drive A1. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Body tucked for the 3 car. It's untucked. All right, good job. Arthur Knight out in front. James Joyner second. Dominic third. Watching off the end of the straightaway. We're clear. Oh, man. That white car got right into that yellow car. No. Oh, RC God's got him. Arthur Knight out in front. Garza in second. Joyner in third. Followed by Balatico and Pantana. I think Pantana will be dropping back. We will. Watch it coming out of the straightaway. We are clear. All right, battles everywhere right now. Arthur out in front. We got Garza and Joyner battling it out for the 2 spot off the end of the straightaway. The blue and yellow trying to fight off that gray and green. Oh, man, and the blue and yellow put himself out. Zigzag, zigzag. 1 minute and 30 seconds in, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Race number 13 coming up next. Modified. Have them ready. Arthur Knight, James Joyner, and Dominic Garza are top 3, followed by Balatico and Lunghai to round out the top 5. Kemi, Carino, Pantana, Manzanilla, and Thulin. Rob with the long lap, 41 flat. How about Rob out there, Rob? And Rob's going to call it quits. All right, Arthur Knight out in front. James Joyner in second. Dominic Garza in third, followed by John Balatico. And Alan Lunghai to round out our top 5. Front wheel drive, one of the fastest growing classes out there. At least down south, we're starting to get a lot more of these fronties. White and orange out in front, down off the end of the straightaway. Joyner, second place. Down the back stretch, we got three-way battle for third here. John Balatico in third. Dominic in the fourth spot right there. Nick Pantana rounding out the top five. Balatico and Dominic Garza battling out for the third spot, separated by 0.6 of a second the last time by 3 down, 2 to go. Arthur Knight out in front by 5.5. White and orange back in through the center of the course. It's our top qualifier, 21 and a 5:02. Came out of round number 2 yesterday. Arthur Knight. James Joyner and John Balatico. Garza not giving up here. Garza still just 0.8 off of John, so our battle is for third. Back in through the center of the course. And here's the battle for third. Coming down the back straightaway now. Coming up on a white car.
1 minute left.
Fourth will be coming up on that white car next. Thanks, Alan. Battery came out.
You might want to secure that.
45 seconds left to go. .35 seconds. Arthur Knight continuing to lead the way out in front. He's coming up on traffic. Coming up on that fourth place car of Dominic. Ten seconds left to go for Arthur Knight. He was our top qualifier. He's led this entire race here. The number 1 car, the orange and white, back in through the center of the course. Time has expired when the white flag is out now. Balatico is done with third. Arthur, you're done with the win. Dominic, you're done with fourth. James, you're done with second. We're waiting on Nick, and that's a race. Everybody is done. It's going to be Arthur Knight taking the win, 21 and a 5:04. Joyner second, 21 and a 5:07. Balatico third, 20 and a 5:02. Garza fourth, Pantana fifth. Bring them in, shut them down. We'll get you guys back out there to Corner Marshall. This is race number 13.
Brandon Clements. Lex Tyler. Stuart Mason. Jacob Cruz. Ed White Cotton. Jordan Constant. E.J. Evans. One minute to the start of the race.
Get the rest of our front-wheel drive guys back out there to Corner Marshall. Modified up on the driver's stand.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's go ahead and start lining them up, guys. It's going to be Stuart Mason in the number 1, Jacob Cruz in the 2, Brandon Clements in the 3, Lex Tyler at the number 4, E.J. Evans in the number 5.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
6, and Ed White Cotton at the number 7.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, looks like our corner marshals are in position.
Less than 5.
Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. It's TC modified A1. Good luck, drivers. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Stuart Mason out in front. Jacob Cruz in second. Brandon Clements in third. Battle for third here between Clements and Lex down the back straightaway. Up the white car. Stewart, Jacob, and Brandon, followed by Lex and Jordan to round out the top 5. Brandon Clements and Lex Tyler down the back straightaway, still one of our closest battles out there. Meanwhile, up in front, going to be Stewart out in front of Jacob by 4/10. Stewart in the white and blue. The fluorescent racing red and blue of Jacob Cruz in that 2 spot, still trailing by 4/10 off the end of the straightaway. Jacob across the start finish line, trailing by 3/10 now as they head down the back stretch. 12 flat to 11.9. Race leader is going to be coming up on some traffic. We're coming up on EJ. Battle for third continues across the start finish line. Brandon and Lex Tyler down the back straightaway. All right, Mason and Jacob for the lead battle here in through the center of the course. Coming across the start finish line now. Separated by 2/10 the last time by. West Coast Indoor Championships. It's our inaugural WCIC. Thank you to everybody for coming out. We're up here in Redwood City at the Limo facility. You can find us online at Live RC Limo Carpet Racing and also on the YouTube Limo Carpet Racers. Come and check it out. Watch it on the back straightaway. Go high. Caution on the back straightaway, and we're clear. Oh no! Watch it to the center. Caution to the center, and it's a broken car off of the heel of the Marshall. Put it down, keep marshalling. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The paint flakes just went everywhere. It's just an incident. It happens. That's why they call them accidents. Stewart out in front. Jacob in the second spot. Separated by a half a second. Clements in third. Lex Tyler in fourth. First across the line. Second across the line. Separated by 4/10 still. Over on the right. And now in front of the driver's stand over on the left. Down the back straightaway they go. Stewart out in front by 5/10 over Jacob, keeping the same gap. 1 minute and 45 seconds in. 1:45 left to go here. Down the back straightaway they go. 1:30 left now. Race number 13 on the track. Race number 14. We're back to our C2. So C main event, guys. You should be going through tech. Once again, race number 14. 21.5 stock C2. Go through tech. Stuart Mason, Jacob Cruz, and Brandon Clements, our top 3 here. Our race leader coming up. Oh, that battle for third still hot and heavy here. Lex trying to find an angle on Brandon. Down the back straightaway they go. So we'll keep
1 minute
an eye
left.
on that lead battle as well through the center of the course with less than a minute left to go. Jacob Cruz, as I mentioned, an IFMAR World Championship finalist here, the 10th grader in the 2 spot, trying to put pressure on the college kid in through the center of the course, in front of the driver's stand and across the start-finish line. Mason still holding the point, but only by 2/10. Lex putting the pressure on Clements as well, even backing off the white car just a little bit there. So battle for third across the line, battle for the win across the start-finish line. 25 seconds left to go. And they're coming up. Oh, body tuck for Lex, and Lex pulls over for the lead battle. So Clements with some breathing room now as the race leaders barrel down across the start-finish line. 15 seconds left to go. They'll make a bye for another. They're working on lap number 25 right now on a 26-lap pace. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, man, Stewart hard on the brakes. They're down the backstretch. Big bell has run. White flag is out. When he crosses the start-finish line, he will be done. Will it be Stewart or will it be Jacob? It's going to be Stewart. Mason taking the win. Jacob Cruz second. Brandon Clements third. Lex going to finish in fourth. And Ed Whitecotton rounding out the top five. EJ sixth and Jordan seventh. Bring him in, shut him down, guys. Bring him in, shut him down. Come back out in corner marshal. Guys, let's go ahead and get our marshals out there. We're back to C2, 21.5 TC. So we're into the twos for these guys.
Josh Hayden.
We'll have opportunity for our A1 guys to reset their cars for A2s. So I think, Rick, if you want to make the edit on our YouTube.
Brad West. Devin Picton.
Oh, well, you know what? Technically, we're not. I'm sorry. After 18, will be
1 minute to the start of the race.
C2. I just had to squeeze. My bad. Okay, so we're okay. We'll do it after 18. Because then we'll start the A2s. That'll be a better anchor point, right?
All right, we got race number
45
14 right
seconds
here,
to the
guys.
start
Let's
of
go
the
ahead and
race.
Get our corner marshals out into position.
Yes. Okay. So it's under a different name. Okay, is that your
30 seconds to the start of the race. Anson de Leon.
21.5 TC stock right here, guys. This is our C2 event. So let's go ahead and line them up on the back straightaway. Brad West at the number 1.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Slow down the back straightaway. Let's go ahead and line them up. Devin Picton, you're at the number 3. Anson at the 4 and Josh at the 5. I got one
Less
more
than
coming
5.
out. We'll give you Josh, you're going to make it, right? He broke? Okay. Oh. Well, at least you got the dogma. All right, so Josh gonna miss the start here, guys. Picking up a couple debris, a little bit of debris off the course here from that last race. Corner marshals, let's go ahead and get into position here, guys. It's going to be a 3-car race. Brad at the 1, Devin at the 3, Anson at the 4. Our grid is set. Quarter marshals, please pay attention. And get this one going, guys. Good luck to these drivers. We're going racing at the sound of the start tone. All right, C2 off and running. Then we got a bunch of B1s, and then we'll get into our A2s. So computer program couldn't quite register the C's, so we had to squeeze them, separate them. So this is the final time that our C main event finalists are going to run today. We do have plaques for our B main event top 3. So stick around for your plaques, guys. We got plaques for the top 3 in the A's, and we have plaques for the B main events as well. So stick around for your awards. Enjoy the race day out here with us. Brad West out in front. Devin Picton in second. Anson in third. There's Anson across the start-finish line. 16.3, that's personal hot lap. Hot lap of the race, 14.5, just set by Devin. So Picton coming across the start-finish line. 14.6. Brad in the two-spot trailing race leader only by 1.7. Looks like Brad's starting to close the gap here on Devin for the top spot. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. 3:50 left to go. Anson in third. Young Anson down the backstretch. One of our youngest participants out here this weekend. First time racing a big race. In through the center of the course. The white and metallic yellow across the start finish line. 16 flat down the backstretch. Anson De Leon. Second gonna belong to Brad West. Brad down the backstretch. In that fluorescent racing red with the silver windows. Got the executive window tint. No peeking. Picton out in front in the yellow and blue. Picton in through the middle. Devin coming across the start finish line. 14.5. Backed up with another 14.5. Race number 15, you guys should be heading through tech, guys. Race number 15, let's go ahead and start heading through tech B1 for our 13.5 scale. So with the 8-minute races, we're looking right around a 7 or 8 hour program today. Guys, it looks like we will have a finishing time somewhere after 4:30. Our goal is to get done by 4:30. We need you guys to keep coming out and marshaling promptly. The first 2 hours, we were able to accomplish 13 races, so you could do the math based off of that. It'll be about a 7 or 8 hour program, and we'll get you on the road probably sometime before 5 o'clock. Hopefully we have a trophy presentation. We have our awards. Guys, you got 1 hour left to buy raffle tickets. So if you haven't picked up any raffle tickets, you like them on the top of the barrel over there, go buy some raffle tickets at the front counter over at the snack bar side. You could go home with some nice things besides the awards. Take a look at all of our prizes over there. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go, guys. 1:20 left.
JD says, what's up, by the way?
Yeah, dude. Does he still race out there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
He did the summer sizzler last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And usually JD, fucking everybody up in practice. And the racing starts, got smoke, and he's like, fuck.
1 minute left to go, guys. 1 minute left. Brad West out in front.
1 minute left.
5.4 over Picton. With De Leon in third, 18.5. Make it 14.2 behind him. So Anson starting to close the gap on Devin here. Our new race leader, guys. It's his time to shine. Brad West down the backstretch. Brad 15 flat. Last time by. Brad's been helping us out all weekend long, coming out volunteer marshaling. It's his second season of RC racing. Coming across the start finish line, 15.6. Down the back straightaway he goes with a 5.4 second lead over Devin. Anson in the third spot, 16.3 behind him. Anson keeping it off the boards there, in through the middle. And in front of the driver, standing the white and yellow. Across the start finish line, 16.1 for Anson the last time by. We're running out of time here. Saved by the bell. Brad West, you are done with the win. 20 and a 5:01. Boom shakalaka. Devin Picton, you're done with second. Waiting on Anson for third. And that's a race, guys. Bring him in and shut him down. All right, it's going to be 2 20-lap runs. And Anson with a 19-lap run for third. Good job, guys. West taking the win. Picton second. De Leon third. We're short on marshals, guys. We only had 3 drivers in that race. We have 4 marshals coming out. Josh is already out there. We'll need a couple volunteers if anybody wants to help out. Thanks, Tino. Appreciate it. We'll get a couple volunteers going here for race number 15. It's a small group. It's a 3-car group here for 13.5 B1. This is set for 8 minutes.
Kevin Jones.
What are you looking for, EJ? Awesome-matic shock part. We got a 1-up battery weight that was turned in earlier too. So if you're missing your 1-up battery plate, it's like a battery weight.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, Devin's going to
Kenneth
marshal
Jones.
over here. Let's get the rest of our quarter marshals out into position. We'll run a triangle defense.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I've been talking about these father and son battles. We got another one here. Let's go ahead and line them up. Kevin at the number 1 and Kenneth at the number 2.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
The son in the blue and the dad in the white.
Less than 5.
Quarter marshals are ready. Son is ready. Father is ready. We're going racing at the sound of the start zone. B1, all fan going. It's a family affair. And I guess Ricky Bobby's dad was right. If you ain't first, you're last. Race number 15 on the track. Race number 16. Get them ready to go. We're going to need a couple volunteer turn marshals to get the next one going, guys. Kevin in the blue, our early race leader, coming across the start. Oh, man, trouble in the chicane. Kevin, 16.2. Kenneth, 15.8. Backed up was 17.6. 1 minute in. Race number 16. Coming up next, guy. B1, 425.5. 1:15 down, 6:45 left to go. All race results are available on Live RC, guys. You'll be able to see how you're doing. And then, of course, once we finish the triple mains, you'll be able to see the final results. If you win A1 and you win A2, you sit out A3. We'll have our awards at the end of the day. So if you finish top 3 in a B main event, you could win a trophy as well. So stick around for those points calculations. Got our Roar memberships at sign up, so we're using Roar tiebreakers. 2 minutes in and 6 minutes left to go. Got 2 minutes in and 6 minutes left. Kevin over Kenneth by 10.6. Kenneth across the start finish line 15.6. His best lap is a 15.1. Kevin 14.9 the last time by. His best lap of 14.5. All right, so we got 2:30 in and 5:30 left. Got 2:30 in, 5:30 left. Kevin Jones, 14.9. Kenneth Jones, 15 flat. Kenneth just hit his hot lap. Three down, 5 to go. Got 3 down, 5 to go. All right, so here comes Kevin to put Kenneth a lap down here. He's find another way around. So Kenneth's trying to stay on that lead lap. Kevin right behind him. Oh, yeah, Kenneth is. Got it back right there. He says, I'm staying on this lead lap. Try another way. Oh, man. Nice pass by there by Kevin to put the field a lap down here. Kenneth Jones in the 2 spot. Oh, he's a little rattled off the boards. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah. 4 down and 4 to go. Got 4 down, 4 to go. Son putting Dad a lap down. 14.9 to 20.1. Kevin's on a 33-lap run. Kenneth is on a 30-lap run. We still got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Got 3:40 left to go. We're getting ready for race number 16, 25.5 B1. Guys, that's a 25.5 touring car B1. We'll need a couple volunteer corner marshals to get that race going. Race leader in the blue, tagging the boards over there. Second place in the white. To finish first. First you must finish. Jones and Jones separated by 24.6. 5 down and 3 to go. Got 5 down, 3 to go. 14.8 for our race leader, 17.3 for second. John Hicks did not start. Did not qualify. You still got third. That's amazing. Woohoo. All right, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. 2:35 left. Kevin Jones still out in front, 14.5 the last time by. Kenneth Jones in the second spot, 15.2. Two minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Got 2:20 left on the timer here. Big hit there for Kevin, still in one piece. Kenneth in the second spot, trailing by 26.3. Still the white car coming across the start finish line, 15.3. Backed up with a 15.5. Here comes Kevin. Long lap, 19.1. Backed up with a 15 flat. So we only have 2 drivers. We're going to need at least 6, maybe 5 corner marshals, 5 or 6 corner marshals, volunteer corner marshals for the next one, guys. So if anybody can help us out, we definitely need some help in upcoming race number 16. I believe I had a couple guys that I made a deal with earlier. So we should have 2 guys coming out to marshal that I've excused from previous races, but we'll still need at least 3 volunteers from the pit area. If anybody can help us out, 3 volunteers coming up next. Yep, and I believe we'll also have Todd and Tim coming out to help us marshal. All right, 7 down.
1 minute
to
left.
Go, guys, 7 down, 1 to go. Kenneth getting it wrong in the middle. And we're clear. Kevin, our race leader, 17.3 the last time by. 30 seconds left to go. Kenneth getting it wrong. Kevin putting down another lap down. 15.6 to 16.7. 20 seconds. Here's our race leader across the start finish line, 15.6, backed up with us 15.1. Working on lap number 32 here. This is the final lap for our race leader. And this is the final lap for second. White flag is out when you cross the start finish line. You will be done. Kevin, you're done with the win. And here comes Kenneth for second. That is the race, guys. Bring him in and shut him down. We'll need you guys back out.
Transponder 40127441.
We'll need a couple volunteers. Guys, if anybody can help us out, we're looking for a couple volunteers. Race number 16 coming up right here. Got TC 25.5 B1.
Eric Falk.
Yeah.
John Gonzalez.
B1, Eric Falk. Yoshimitsu, Jason Mack, Brad West, Gonzo, George, Jurgen, Brett, and John Hicks.
Brad West.
We need a couple
Yoshimitsu
volunteers,
Funabashi.
guys. Any pink dot out there looking for a couple volunteers?
Jurgen Cheese Tanny. Brett Ong. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, Kevin and Kenneth are making
George
their way
Cowrie.
out. Thanks, guys.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
Need a couple volunteers out to the track. Jason, are you helping us over here? Jason, are you marshaling? Thanks, sir. Get a couple more volunteers.
30
Guys,
seconds
slow
to the
on
start of
back
the
straightaway.
race.
Guys, still on the back straightaway. Let's go ahead and start lining them up. Get a couple more marshals out there, guys. Stand next to a pink cone, guys. Yeah, thanks. You want to help over here?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, let's take a look at the lineup. Eric Falk at the number 1, Yoshimitsu at the number 2, Jason Mack at the 3.
Less than 5.
3 open. Brad West at the number 4. Gonzo, you're at the number 5. George Curry at the number 6. Jurgen Shastani at the number 7. Brett Ong at the number 8. Need one more marshal out into the middle of the track. Thanks, Nick. You're going to take care of that. Appreciate that. All right. Our corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. It's 25.5 TC B1. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Help him out. Show for the red, white, and blue. We're clear. Falk out in front. Yoshimitsu in the second spot. Here comes George in third. 2-car breakaway. Race number 16 on the track. Race number 17. Let's get them ready to go. Trouble on the right-hand side. Clear. Eric Falk, Yoshimitsu, and George, followed by Brad and Gonzo to round out the top 5. Jurgen and Brett. Body tucked for the blue one, it looks like. Trouble at the chicane on the front side. We're clear. Okay, guys, we got race number 17 going through Tech TC 21.5 B1. So 25.5 on the course now. 21.5 coming up next. And race number 18 GT 12R B1. Start thinking about it. All right, Yoshimitsu out in front now, 16.1. Falk dropping down to the 2 spot. It's going to be that red and white car over on the right-hand side now through the center. Watch it coming onto the straightaway, guys. Go low. And we're clear. Yoshimitsu still our race leader in that red and white. Coming across the start-finish line now. Two down and 3 to go, guys. 2 down and 3 to go. Yoshimitsu out in front by 3.8 over Eric Falk with Brad West in the 3rd spot, 3.4 behind him. Our race leader coming across the start-finish line now. It's going to be a 4.1 second gap the last time by, this time by. Falk still trailing by 4.1. Got a couple back markers in between them. Take a look farther back in the pack. We got Gonzo in 4th, Corey in 5th, Shistani in the 6th position, Ong in 7th. These guys will get to race twice. You'll be back up again in B2. So the B2 for 25.5 is race 34. And as we mentioned, guys, we do have plaques for the top 3. So these guys are battling for hardware out here in this lower main event. Right now it's Funabashi, Falk, and West. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go, guys. 140 left. A little bit of body tuck for that blue one. Watch it in front of the driver's stand, guys, and we're clear. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go, guys. 120 left on the timer here. Watch it coming onto the straightaway, clear. Working together, trying to work together. Watch the start-finish line, clear. Yoshimitsu across the start-finish line, 16.
1 minute left.
Down the back straightaway goes. Brad West is second spot. Down the back straightaway, and Eric Falk in 3rd. Falk coming across the start-finish line. And now Eric down the back stretch. What was it? Oh. Are you sure it's a drive line? Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a dog bone. All right, so somebody running on some 3-wheel drive out there. Brad West out in front. Yoshimitsu in 2nd. Eric Falk in 3rd. Gonzo in 4th. And George rounding out the top 5. We've got a little bit of a lost and found pile going over here. 15 seconds left to go. I like their lost and found water bottles are out front. That's There's a pile of water bottles out front. We're in an athletic facility here. So, well, if you've ever been to the gym, you might have left your water bottle behind before. Keep going, guys. Keep going. I'm tired of losing bottles. All right, couple more to finish up. Brad West, you are done with the win. Yoshimitsu, you're done with 2nd. Eric Falk is done with 3rd. Everybody is done. That's a race, guys. Bring them in and shut them down. We got a dog bone over here. If you're missing your dog bone, we have it over here, guys. So check your vehicles after you, Marshall. Brad West taking the win. Yoshimitsu 2nd and Eric Falk 3rd.
No, Gotham's been on an X-ray. No, X-ray, that could be music.
I think check with Hayden. I'm not sure if they found his already or not.
Dominic Garza.
All right. Let's get you guys back out
Ronnie
there.
Rones.
Corner Marshall Gonzo 4th. George 5th. Jurgen 6th. Brett, you got 7th. We know all 7 of you guys back out there.
Sal Alvarez.
This is race number 17.
Brandon Moody.
Ready for some more action. With a TC
Dan Debbie.
21.5
Review Savali.
Guys, Marshals, let's get you out there.
Narb Varshakin.
The dog
John
bone,
Cottillo.
we need that dog bone back, guy. It's Gonzo's dog bone, yeah. Could we
1
get
minute
that
to the
dog
start of the
bone back?
race. Thao Tren.
Just bring it over here by tech. It's one of ours. Okay, guys. What?
45 seconds to the start of the race. Yoshimitsu Funabashi.
Okay. Guys, now we need to round up some marshals. Right over here at this first table with the orange and blue cars, Josh. Right over here. There you go. Okay. All right, guys. Let's
30
get our
seconds to the
quarter
start of the
marshals out
race.
into position. Everybody is checked in. Back straightaway is closed. Let's go ahead and start lining them up. Rob Vu at the number 1. Brandon Moody at the number 2.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Savali at the number 1. Moody at the 2. John Cadillo at the number 3. Dominic Garza at the number 4. Thal Tran at the number 5. Sal Alvarez at the
Less
6.
than 5.
Devi at the 7. Narb, you're going to line up at the number 8. Bakar Sarkian at the number 8. Yoshimitsu Funabashi at the number 9. And Ronnie Rones at the number 10. Yeah, for the start, yep. We're still missing a couple marshals, guys. We got to have every corner covered. I need a guy down at the Gens Ace banner. So we had 7 in the last race. Make sure you guys are out there to corner marshal. We don't want to have to roll call, and take inventory every race. This is the difference between us going home at 4:30 or 5:30. So let's get a marshal over at the Gens Ace banner, guys. All drivers from the last race. Make sure you hustle back out. All right, we are ready to go, guys. It's B1-Tc 21.5 stock. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers, good luck. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Brandon out in front. Rabu in second. John Cadillo in third. Now John picking up the top spot. Ooh, man. Get tagged hard. The main event sound effects. All right. Down the back straightaway. Who's got it? There's just a mosh pit for third out there. Tran, Moody, and Alvarez, followed by Devi and Cadillo to round out the top 5. 55 seconds in, 4:05 left to go, guys. Tao Tran out in front over on the right-hand side. He's got the pink one of Moody right behind him. Moody, another one of the Seattle racers, making it down for this one. Moody had an early taste of the lead, but then turned in too early. It tagged the front end of the car, so the pink car kind of got like a cleft lip. 1 minute and 30 seconds in, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Sal Alvarez in the third spot. Saul down the back stretch in the red car. Oh, watch in the center, caution in the center. And we're clear. Watching on the back stretch here, guys. Go low. Caution on the back stretch. Go low. Two minutes down and 3 minutes left to go, guys. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left. Now out in front. 2:15 down, 2:45 left to go. Moody and Tab, followed by Garza, our top 3. Sal has fallen down to 4th, and Dan Devi to round out the top 5. Race leader's going to be that pink one. Brandon looking for a little redemption after his 12-scale run. In front of the driver's stand, coming across the start-finish line, Brandon Moody. 21 and a 5:03. Tao in the second spot, only trailing by 9/10. So pink out in front, white and metallic yellow in second. And then a three-way battle for third. Garza, Alvarez, Devi. We do have awards for the top 3 in this B main event. So they are battling out for some hardware here at our inaugural West Coast Indoor Championships. Thank you to everybody for coming out. 150 entries, good turnout. Taking out the 10 pin. 10 points. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. GT12R race number 18 is coming up next. Race number 19, we want to welcome you to Tech. Watch it over on the right-hand side. We are clear. Brandon Moody, Thao Tran, and Dominic Garza are top 3, followed by Sal Alvarez and Dan Devi to round out the top 5.
1 minute left.
Narb in the 6th spot. Yoshimitsu in 7th, followed by Ronnie, Ravhu, John. Brandon Moody out in front by 1.3 over Tao. So here's first across the start-finish line. Here's second across the start-finish line. And Tao started to reel them in now down the backstretch. Gar's only 2.4 behind them. Watch it coming on straight. We're clear. Oh, and there it is. Tao taking back over to the top spot. New race leader in the white and yellow. Brandon down to second in the pink. And then Dominic Garza in third. Trouble on the right-hand side for Yoshimitsu. We're clear. Sal in fourth, still in that red car, trying to find Dominic out there for a top 3 run. Dan Devi right behind the red car in 5th. Time running out here, guys. Just a couple seconds left on the clock. Oh, man, you got to finish under your own power, and Thao's got broken steering. He can't make it to the line. Somebody's got broken steering. Yeah, that is Thao. So Tao off of the track there. Brandon Moody going to take the win. Dominic Garza going to sneak up into second, and Sal will move up into third. That's a race, guys. Everybody is done. Dan Devi fourth. Narb rounding out the top 5. Tao 6th. Yoshimitsu 7th. Ronnie 8th. Ravu 9th. And John Cadillo 10th. Bring him in. Shut him down. Come back out. Marshall, please.
Rick Kemi. Michael Evert. George Cowrie. Jake Alton. Patrick Silvero. Bruce Lewis.
Oh man, racing. Oh. Sometimes I just like to
1 minute to the start of the race.
you got screwed.
I don't know why I said so.
Breathe, chew gum. Telling you, chew gum. That helps. It takes your mind off, because like I do it too. They call my name.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Larry Nazarino.
12R, we're just assigning a transponder here. It looks like we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and take him down the back straightaway. Jake Alton.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Rick Cammy at the number 2. It's B1, race number 18. Michael Everett at the number 3. Larry Nazareno at the number 4. Patrick Silvero at the number 5. Bruce Lewis at the 6. And George
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Number 7. Let's get the rest of our corner marshals out there. Thank you, guys. Get your undivided attention while we marshal here.
Less than
for our
5.
GT12R B1 main event. Lewis at the 6, Corey at the 7. The grid looks really weird. All right. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing. At the sound of the start tone. All right, got B1 GT12R off and running. Jake Alton out in front, down the backstretch. Last time I saw Jake race, it was a fifth scale, so he went from the biggest RC car to the smallest RC car since the last time I've seen you. There he is across the start-finish line now down the backstretch. Jake Alton, 16.1. Last call for raffle tickets, guys. Last call for raffle tickets. We're only selling them till 12 p.m. or at 12 p.m. We'll stop selling them, guys. Last call for raffle tickets. Jake, 7/10 out in front of Cammy. Cammy, 4/10 out in front of Everett. Everett, 1.2 out in front of Nazareno. And Lewis trailing by 2.6 to Larry. Jake Alden and Michael separated by 1.1 this time by a 15.9 to a 16.0. Jake, nice and smooth here through the middle, now in front through the chicane and across the start finish line. Alden 15.8. That's his personal hot lap. The hot lap of the race belongs in second place, 15.5. So Everett in the 2 spot, trailing by 1.0. Yeah. Good question. Up to the booth. Are we just going to keep going? Yes. We got guys that are going to travel long, all the way home tonight. So we'll just keep plugging away here at the racing, guys. If you need extra time, then let me know. But otherwise, we will be going right through the program. So let's just continue to race it out here on our third day out here for the WCIC inaugural event out here in Redwood City. We're in the Limo facility. You guys want to come and club race? Club racing happens twice a month out here. We also have Mini Z. I see the Mini Z panels right over there in the volleyball court. Number 5. Lots of activities over here. And a big shout out to all of our sponsors at this time. Guys, let's go ahead and take a look at our sponsors here for this event. We couldn't have done it without these guys, as we got last call for raffle tickets over there. So a big shout out to all of these brands: Awesomatics USA, Hobbywing, RC America, One Up, Motive and Gravity, Ride USA, Chance Ace, Alera 3D, Proto 4, Gonzo Paintworks, Ulti Tires, Exact RC, Square RC, and Axon. Thank you to our sponsors for making this possible.
Hey, John Hicks, is this supposed to be 8 minutes? GT12R? Six? Okay. Yeah. So are all the GT12R 6 for the baby? Okay.
3:45 down, 2:15 left to go. 3:45 down, 2:15 left to go. Michael, Larry, and Jake. Followed by Rick and Bruce to round out the top 5. Patrick and George. 2 minutes left to go, guys. All right, guys, race number 19 coming up next. Usgt A2. You guys should be going through tech. And race number 20, start thinking about it. Everett out in front by 1.7 over Nazareno, with Alton in the 3rd spot, 2.5 behind.
What's up, Daddy-O? I got snacks here, too, if you want anything.
1 minute and 20 seconds left to go, guys. 1:20 left on the clock. The battle is for second between Larry and Jake. Separated by 1.9 the last time by. Michael's our race leader down off the end of the straightaway. On a 23 and a 6:04, Larry in the 2nd spot, trailing by 1.3, and Alton in 3rd, 1.8 behind him.
1 minute left.
.45 seconds left to go. Everett out in front by 1.5 over Nazareno, with Alton in the 3rd position. Michael 16.5, Larry 16.5, Jake 16.3. Race leader coming back in through the center of the course here with 30 seconds left to go. Michael down the backstretch, silver, blue, and red. Trouble for Jake. Larry going to maintain that 2 spot. We're running out of time here. Just 10 seconds left on the clock. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Looks like everybody will make it by for one more. All right, guys. White flag is out. When you cross the start-finish line, you will be done. Bruce Lewis, you're done with 5th. Michael's going to take the win right there at the end. Larry 2nd and Jake 3rd. Boom shakalaka. Michael Everett taking the win. Larry Nazarino 2nd and Jake finishing in 3rd. Good race, guys. Bring them in and shut them down. We'll get you guys back out there to Corner Marshal. This is race number 19. Rick Cammy got 4th, Bruce Lewis 5th, Silvero 6th, and Corey 7th. Bring them in, shut them down, get you guys back out there to Marshall. Need all you guys back out there to Marshall. We got a full group of USGT.
Nick Pantana. Arthur Knight. Dominic Garza.